Okay. Hello, everyone. Thank y'all for hopping on tonight. My name is Rhea Moore. I am a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus, and I'm excited for everyone who has joined us today to learn about the opportunity with Plexus. So before I start sharing my screen, I'll just share a couple things about myself. Um, at one point, y'all, I was just so you know, kind of like my story and how I got into Plexus. It came a point in time, right, where my youngest, y'all, was my youngest daughter. I have three kids. My youngest daughter was about 2 years from starting kindergarten, right? She was starting pre-K 3. And I remember thinking, okay, once my youngest goes to kindergarten, we're pretty sure she's our last one, right? Once she goes to kindergarten and all the kids are in school all day, I'm thinking my husband's gonna start looking at me a little sideways, like, okay, let's bring in another income, now that the kids are in school. And a little bit more about my background too is that my oldest daughter, she's doing great now, but it's been a journey. We have a special needs daughter, and especially early on, she really needed one of us to be present or be available. There was a point in time where, I was always at the nurse's office, or she was in the hospital a lot. She was at the doctor's a lot. She was sick a lot. She's had a long, long road. Also, she required a lot of outpatient rehabs, right? So physical therapy, occupational therapy, feeding therapy, all those kind of things that I would bring her to right after school. So I was a stay-at-home mom. Honestly, y'all, not because we were like balling out of control, and I didn't need to work, but honestly for the needs of my kids. And as she was doing better, and my youngest was getting older, I remember thinking, okay, I have a good 2 years to have a good steady income that will allow me to stay home, that it will allow me to still be a stay-at-home mom, even though I'm never at home. And my friend Robin, who I went to undergrad with, had been doing Plexus for about 6 or 7 years at this time. And I had been watching her this whole time. And she had been reaching out to me, talking to me about Plexus this whole time that she was doing it. And I just, I was kind of, like, oh, that's interesting, but I don't know if, I don't know, we're so used to these traditional, jobs, right? And so finally I said, you know what, I'm gonna give this a go. I'm gonna give this a go. I want to be able to bring this amount of money in every month. And so I reached out to her and I decided to get started. And I'd already been on the products, y'all. So I had been a retail customer on and off of the products, and I knew that I liked the products. So then I said, okay, I'm gonna be an ambassador and I'm gonna take the products for real, not be on and off, because I can tell when I'm on them that I feel much better. So reach out to my friend Robin, got started on the products. And I remember talking to her the first time we talked. She said, okay, tell me what you want out of this business. What are your goals every month? And I said, you know what, if I could just bring in, because my husband and I had this conversation, right? And we wanted to bring in some more income. And we had discussed like how much, if I could just, if we could have this much extra every month, that would make a difference for us. And so I told Robin, I said, if I could just bring in an extra $500 to $1,000 a month, that would be great. And so she said, okay, let's get there. And so I did a Zoom just like this. Did a launch Zoom, what we call it and I did it in person, right, to launch my Plexus business. And a year later, I was a Diamond Ambassador. Now, that is not the norm. Going Diamond in a year is not the norm. I'm not going to lie to y'all, right? But it's been a wonderful, wonderful blessing. And it does happen, right? It does happen. You can go lightning warp speed. I just went all in. I went all in. I had this deadline and I did not want to be in an office with four walls, right? I wanted to be in control, and I went all in. And even if I didn't make it to Diamond in a year, and Diamond is the highest level you can get in Plexus, even if I hadn't made it to that, y'all, I would still be here and be doing this. I love this because remember, I wanted to bring in at least $500 to $1,000 a month, right? And I just surpassed that immensely. But I love these products. I love this company. I love this team. I'm sharing my journey. And it just surpassed what I was even trying to do. So I'd like to just share with people first who you're listening to, right? And that's why I got into the business side of Plexus. It just was so just like a lanyard extra that the products were phenomenal. So I'm going to start sharing my screen. I don't want to keep y'all too long tonight. And so I will go through this. Let's see. And let me move this. Okay, let me move my peeps. Can y'all see? Does it say welcome Wellness Wednesday? Can y'all give me a thumbs up? Let me know if y'all see that.
Yes.
Financial freedom. You do?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. All right. So here are a little statistics. Let me slow down. I get excited. 60% of people worldwide are in debt. 78% of people live paycheck to paycheck in the US. 78% are concerned that they don't have enough saved for retirement. And 61% of people want to be their own boss. Listen, y'all, I am walking, breathing, living proof, right? That it does not matter how educated or responsible you are. Anyone can be living paycheck to paycheck. Okay. And let's just be honest, usually the most educated people are the ones that owe the most money, right? So because they have to pay back all these school loans. My husband and I are two of those people. And people would look at us and think, okay, these are level-headed, responsible adults. They both have graduate degrees from private institutions. They're doing fine, with their family, and they probably have no financial struggles at all, right? But little did people know, little did my friend Robin know that we had a lot of healthcare debt. I mentioned my daughter, Claire. My oldest, we had a lot of healthcare debt, y'all. And this is just one of her bills. And I remember the day that I got this bill in the mail. I opened it up, and because I still love paper bills, okay, especially like with our healthcare, right? I needed to come in the mail so I can see it. Opened it up, and I was like, "Does this say $21,000?" I was like, "I'm sure this is $21,000." So, yes, and that was correct. It was correct. Okay, I did, and I'm one of those people who go through things with fine tooth comb. And so I did manage to get about 3,500 off because they charged us for things that they were supposed to take, but they ended up not being able to because she wouldn't cooperate, those kind of things. And you're like, oh, it was ordered, but it didn't happen. Y'all need to take that off, right? So I share this, y'all. I really love to share this because when we got this bill, this was before I started doing Plexus, right? Thankfully, with Texas Children's, you can pay however much you can each month, and then you're still in good standing, right? So we paid something every month. We were on a payment plan with Texas Children's, right, for this $21,000 bill. So by the time I started Plexus, this balance was about 15,000, I think, somewhere between 13 and 15,000. And in that first year, and honestly, the first month that I went diamond, my first diamond paycheck, I completely paid the balance off. I took my paycheck and I completely paid this balance off, y'all. And I remember my husband Derek and I sitting there. I was doing it on my phone. We were in the car. I think we were driving to Louisiana or something when I did it, and I hit pay, and we were like, wow. And we were just like, we high five. We were so excited, right? We were out of that healthcare debt. And anyone can end up in any of these types of situations, y'all. Anything, right? And I share that to say there are people out here that need to know this opportunity. And there are people on this Zoom that are here to hear this opportunity. And there are people that aren't on the Zoom that you need to also share this opportunity with them. Because, and my friend Robin, always, she says to this day, I had no idea that Rhea was in healthcare debt. I never would have thought that they were in healthcare debt, right? Or any type of major debt like that. You just don't know. And so Plexus has not only helped us get out of healthcare debt, but it's just really changed our family, because y'all, it doesn't matter how wonderful of a marriage you have, how strong my husband's marriage is, when you have such like debt, a weight, it's just a weight on your shoulders. It's just like this weight on your shoulders through the house, right? When you have these things that are so concerning. And so it's just been like this just weight lifted off. And also we've just been able to do so much more with our family and for our girls. I mentioned my daughter Claire. I've been able to get her into horse equine therapy, and any kind of other therapies that she needs, any other resources. We've been able to take trips. I share this. We went to Colorado. This was in the middle of COVID. Going to the beach, again, middle of COVID. I share this picture on the bottom left. During COVID, we were able to turn a room in our home into our classroom, and I was able, to be there for all three of my girls that year of schooling from home. And that was priceless. It was priceless. And I did not have to worry about having to answer to anyone, or, hours for my boss, or, logging into something else, right? I was able to do my Plexus business and be there with my girls, and really, and honestly, really enjoyed that year of being together. Also in this happened in 2020, y'all. Plexus delivered my Plexus Lexus right in my driveway. That's what these pictures right here are from. In the middle of a pandemic. This was September of 2020 when they delivered my car. And so I share this, y'all, not to say, oh, look at me and all these things that we've, gone on because of Plexus, but I share because you can really just change how you're living. Everyone wants to be able to live life and enjoy it. Everyone wants that. Y'all, we were put on this earth to do more than just pay bills and die. Okay. And we were just meant to do more than that. And Plexus really allows us to truly live. And y'all, the best part of this though is not, okay, the trips and the getting out of debt and all that. Yeah, that's great. But the products are the best part of this. The changes that it's done for me, for my family members, especially for my oldest daughter, Claire. We are all on Plexus. And at the very end of the call, I will talk a little bit about what Plexus actually is too and what it does. But it's just been a phenomenal experience. And I will be doing this for life. I'm a Plexus lifer. I joined as an ambassador in July of 2019, and still going strong. Our team is still going strong. And it's this business, this company really allows you to have longevity in this. And so I want to talk a little bit about this. How is Plexus different, right? Because there's so much out there, y'all, that you could be doing, right? It is not hard to find a work from home job, right? It's not. Now, but it's not easy to find one that you can truly be successful at. It's not easy to find a company like Plexus that truly wants you to be successful, and that you're not just pouring in money and not really getting it back. This is my third try at direct sales. Plexus was, right? For the same reason, I was trying to figure out how I can bring extra income home and still be at home. So I started with, I tried one thing way back in the, I shouldn't say way back in the day, but around, I guess, 2013. About 10 years ago, I tried to do jewelry, right? And I started strong and it just fizzled out. And no, I'm not knocking anyone who is in the business of selling jewelry, y'all, but like, your cousin is only going to buy so many bangles from you, right? My aunt is only going to buy so many earrings from me, right? It's not a consumable product. And then I tried again about a couple years later, when I was actually pregnant for my third daughter. I tried again some products that I love that I still use. They're cleaning products, they're toxic, chemical-free cleaning products. Still use them, still order them from my friend, and try to do that business side. And it started out strong, and then it just fizzled out because of the comp plan. The compensation plan just really wasn't designed for you to have long-term success without having to just like work to the bone and just go nonstop and not really able to stop and enjoy it. And so when I started thinking about doing Plexus, I remember telling my husband, I was like, okay, I'm going to give this direct sales thing, this network marketing thing, one more try. If this doesn't work, then maybe, it's just not for me, but I'm going to give it one more try. And Plexus is different. Plexus is set up for you to have long-term success. Also, I talked about a consumable product. Let's talk about that. Why Plexus also is different from other companies. You want a consumable product, y'all. So I'm going to stop sharing for a second because I just do not like not being able to see people. Okay. And then I'll go back to screen sharing for other stuff. You want to have a consumable product, and you want a product that's highly consumable. What does that mean? For example, when I said I use a consumable product, meaning that, okay, when people purchase a product from you, they use it and they need to reorder. That's important. That contributes to your longevity and your success in a company. But when a product is highly consumable like Plexus, what that means is that when people stop taking it, they can tell, right? I mentioned the other company that I really loved these products, y'all. The girl that I started under, a friend of mine, still a really, really good friend of mine. They come over to our house, we go over to theirs. And I was enjoying the team. I was enjoying the products, but the company itself was not set up for that long-term success. And the products were consumable. But listen, if I stopped using the cleaning products, I didn't feel any different. Like I knew it's better for me to not have chemicals in my personal care product or in my, surface cleaner products. I know it's best not to have chemicals, but when I stopped using them, it really didn't make a difference. You really couldn't see it, right? And so when I ran out, I might just grab something 409 or something until I think about reordering. That's consumable. That's just basic consumable. With Plexus is highly consumable. When I run out of Plexus, when I stop taking Plexus, when I run out of my Probio 5 or my Bio Cleanse, or don't drink my Slim in the morning, or don't drink my Active in the morning, I feel it. I am a completely different person. I'm a completely different mom. My energy plummets, right? When I'm not taking my Probio 5 or my Bio Cleanse, I have sinus problems. I mean, I can feel it. My ears are hurting when I wake up. I have the postnasal drip. When I don't have my Slim in the morning, when I don't drink my pink, what we call our pink drink, my Slim, I am craving just really crappy, cruddy things. Y'all, I'm telling you, every single morning I wake up, what I really want to have are Doritos and champagne. I'm not even gonna lie. Every morning. And I'm a health coach. I'm a certified health coach and a Pilates instructor. Every morning I wake up, I would love to just sit on my sofa and have some champagne and Doritos. But you know what I do? I drink my pink drink. And those cravings are gone. That sugary, salty, fizzy, cravings that I have, that I always had bad sugar cravings, they're gone when I drink my pink drink. My point is that I feel different when I'm not taking my Plexus. And so that is how Plexus is highly consumable. And that contributes to your success in Plexus. Also, the company itself, y'all, it's a very ethical company. Plexus wins awards every year for being the number one direct sales company because they are ethical. They're not going to front load your success, meaning when you first start, they're not going to just give you like bonuses and, oh, you can win a car here and or earn a car this and all these kind of things, and where you're really successful at the beginning and then it's so hard to continue that. So Plexus, literally, and talking to the founders of Plexus, and yes, when we go to meetings and conventions, we are talking to the founder of Plexus. I was on a Zoom, y'all, with the CEO a couple of weeks ago, and he gave me his cell phone number. The CEO of Plexus gave me his cell phone number. He's like, if you need anything, here's my cell phone number. And our team really is, anybody on this Zoom in these squares who's a current ambassador will let you know that our team is very well respected. And we do corporate trainings for Plexus. It's just a different type of company. So they want you back to you saying about longevity. The founders of Plexus literally said, we created this company so that people can have a way to bring in income from their homes and a really good, steady, reliable income on good products, on products that work, products that are clean, products that help people be healthier and happier. So these products, y'all, are just second to none. Also, it makes Plexus different is our comp plan. We get paid 11 different ways, y'all. We get paid weekly and monthly. Also, the way our structure is set up, it's not like just like this, what you see with others, kind of like a tree type of thing. It's more like what we call a sunburst. Meaning the better each of us does, then the better the company does. Also, someone that starts with you, right? So if you're on this call and you're like, okay, Ray, I'm ready to get started, and I sign you up as an ambassador. So I'm your sponsor, right? And if you just take off, right? And you go diamond in 6 months and you surpass me, your rank surpasses me, your team size surpasses mine, that is great. That is wonderful. I want that to happen. You're still on our team, right? I am still your upline. We are still working together. Other companies, y'all, what happens is when the person that you enroll does better than you, they call it a break off, right? And so a lot of other companies have these break off comp plans. And so the person you enroll does better than you, then they are no longer under you. Okay. So they are completely removed from your tree, so to speak. And that creates really bad team energy, right? It does, because you inevitably you're going to have people that don't want the people below them, or should for lack of a better term, want the people under them that they signed up, they don't want them to do better than them. So are they going to pour into that person? No. Are they going to help really coach and train that person? No. Are they going to think when that person starts doing really well and better than them, are they going to like back off because I don't want them to surpass me, because then they're not under me anymore. They're not on my team anymore. They don't contribute to my points anymore. So you get, it's just a really bad culture. Plexus is not like that. Like, we want you to surpass us. I want you to surpass me, right? Do better than me. Get to your goals, right? I want that. And so we pour into our teams. We have weekly calls like this, y'all. This call right here, we have every week, every single week. The leaders on the team take turns leading it, and the topics are different. But we have this every Wednesday to let people know about Plexus. Every Tuesday, we have training calls. And so, and when I say training, it's not just like Plexus. Some of it is like to help you with your Plexus business, but we also have book studies and then and development. So even when I say training, sometimes it's development calls where it has nothing to do with Plexus, it's personal development. We have prayer calls every Thursday morning. If you want to be invited to the prayer call tomorrow morning, let the person who invited you know. We will get that Zoom link to. It's the same Zoom link every Thursday morning. We have retreats where we get together, right? We have parties where we get together. I traveled just in July, I traveled to my team in Atlanta to do an event with them and go out to dinner with them and spend some time with them. And it was wonderful. We had a blast. So this team, y'all, is different. It's just a very, very special team. And we support each other and we pour into each other because we want each other to do well. I'm going to start screen sharing again so I can wrap it up. I get super excited, y'all. I just love talking about this. I can't stress enough how much this has just changed everything for me and my family. So here's just a couple of things that I like to point out with the business opportunity. Time freedom. Listen, you can decide, okay, do you want to do this for a couple $100 a month for a housekeeper or for your child's soccer, registration? Or do you want to go into being an emerald or sapphire or a diamond? Those are the jewel and higher levels when you're sent on the trips and you have the Plexus Lexus, right? Anything in between. You decide, and the person who invited you to this call will help you get there, help you get exactly there. You will get out of it what you put into it, okay? I am not going to sit here and say, oh, you don't have to do any work and you'll make some money. No, y'all, if it's easy, it's sleazy, okay? If it's easy, it's sleazy. If I'm sitting here telling you don't have to do anything, you can make some money, you need to like hit leave on the Zoom because it's not a good opportunity, right? This is a good opportunity. So yes, you do need to actually work the business, right? To get what you want back, but you get to decide what level you want to do that. You get to work wherever you want. One thing that I love, y'all, is that there is no inventory. We have no inventory. So, I love when I see people being successful and you're saying, oh, I have to ship out all these orders and look at all these orders I have to ship out. I'm happy for them that they are having people order from them. But I look at that and I'm like, sweet baby Jesus, I cannot do that because my people would just not get their orders, y'all. I would be forgetting to go to the post office, putting somebody's label wrong. Like, oh, what bag do I have to fill this in? They be getting the wrong things. Just, I know my personality. I'm always doing way too much. I love the fact that I don't have to send anything out. And there's no overhead. When I was doing jewelry, y'all, I had to buy all the displays, right? And with jewelry also, I had to do a lot of in-person parties and the displays were expensive, and doing lots and lots of in-person parties adds up. Now, remember, I went diamond in 2020 during a pandemic where in some places it was illegal to get together with more than 10 people. Not in Texas, Texas doesn't care about anything, child. But I'm telling y'all that we were able to do that in 2020, and I had not one in-person party. Now that we are quote unquote past COVID, but yes, not really. I do in-person events at my house. I enjoy it. I love it. If you don't want to, you don't have to. If you do, you will find more success. You will reach more people, and you just will create a better energy too. But there are people who are just as successful as I am that do not like doing in-person parties or events, and that is fine. And also, y'all, you get to choose who you work with. I love that part. You get to choose who you work with, okay? I mean, who can say that, and where can we say that? So listen, I'm going to wrap it up a little bit, but I want to just share some pictures of our team and just how much fun we have. Plexus loves to spoil us. Goodness, they love to spoil us. They sent my family to Hawaii last year, and the year before that, Mexico. And this picture down here on the bottom right is our team in Mexico on the boat. We had a ball. I like to share this picture right here. This is at a corporate event where I'm doing a training and I'm on stage doing a training for Plexus Corporate. And I share that because Plexus does call on our team a lot to do things. And this is a really, it's priceless, the leadership you have on this team. I'm a diamond. My upline, Robin, who I started, the one I went to undergrad with, my parents were at her wedding. I've known her like since before we were even 20, right? We were in our late teens when I met her. Robin is a diamond senior ruby, because another really cool thing about Plexus, y'all, is that when you reach a certain amount of points, right, when you reach a certain level, you can literally re-enroll yourself under you. So I would have Rhea 1.0 and Rhea 2.0, right? And Robin does. Robin has reached that where she, and lots of people have, where it's called diamond reentry. And so you re-enroll yourself. So you are now getting paid twice. You're getting paid on Robin 1.0 and Robin 2.0, right? And then you can rank up on that second, your 2.0. And that's how she's a diamond senior ruby shooting for double diamond. So I share that too, because my upline, Robin, is also on the advisory board for Plexus. And that's priceless, y'all. That is priceless, to have a direct upline or a very close upline in this business that is meeting with the CEO and president every single month. I mean, excuse me, yes, every single month, and talking with them weekly. Because all decisions, they pass all decisions that corporate makes, they pass through their advisory board of ambassadors, because they're listening to us, y'all. And I can't tell y'all how many times we've made suggestions and then we see them happen. I mean, it happens all the time, where we have these meetings, we make suggestions, and then next thing we know that, it's happening, because they listen and they know that the ambassadors are a heart of their company. They also sent us to Disney World, Orlando. This is a fun 70s party we had at convention. It's just a lot of fun, y'all. And I mentioned I'm diamond. You can be, there's so many different ranks. There's also emerald rank. I love sharing this. This is my friend Rachel. And she's an emerald ambassador. My friend Tracy, Dr. Petrie, she's an emerald ambassador, as are Plexus Lexus. And these are her before and afters on Plexus. And she's still on Plexus. So, and I mentioned that too, that I wanted to talk about the products too. So quickly, if you're not familiar with the Plexus products, what they are, y'all, these are supplements and vitamins that focus on 3 things. And these 3 things do dictate your health. And those 3 things are your gut health, blood sugars, and inflammation. So inflammation is the root cause of all chronic illnesses. Your blood sugar levels completely control what you crave, what you want to eat. They control your energy, right? I mean, just so much. And then your gut health, y'all, controls everything. A lot of people will call your gut your second brain, but your brain is your second gut, is what doctors are starting to say now, because your gut controls everything. And so if you don't have a healthy gut, then you are going to feel like crap. You just are. I did myself too. I mentioned I'm a certified health coach in integrative nutrition. I mentioned I'm a Pilates instructor. I mentioned I'm a bar instructor. Before I was on Plexus, y'all, I could not figure out why I always felt so horrible. I was eating right. I was, taking beetroot juice and wheatgrass shots and eating the rainbow every day and focusing on anti-inflammation. And I could not figure out why I just always felt like crap, why I always had GI issues. Like these mystery symptoms that my doctor was ready to diagnose IBS, and I didn't have IBS. He just didn't know why I had so many GI issues. My sinus issues, I had chronic sinusitis, I had sinus infections every few months, headaches, terrible headaches all day. Just had to pop Excedrin, BC powder, which is terrible. All those are terrible, really. Tylenol. I had to take those every single day. My daughter had issues with migraines and asthma, you name it, it was happening. It wasn't until I repaired my gut with Plexus that all of that was gone. And when I say all of it, I mean all of it. Everything that I just named, we don't deal with anymore in my household. And I can't stress enough the importance of repairing your gut and the importance of doing it with Plexus, because we have superior products. And a lot of times you'll hear me say plant-based products, because most of our products are plant-based, but we do have products that aren't. For example, we have collagen. That collagen is not plant-based. It's grass-fed bovine collagen. It's a very clean collagen, but it's not plant-based. It's bovine collagen. We have gel. One of our supplements has this gelatin capsule. Some vegetarians do take gelatin, some don't, but it cannot be considered plant-based. So just things like that, right? We have this 3-day reset, which is it's like a detox. It really resets your metabolism and it detoxifies your liver and your kidneys. Well, that has bone broth in it, right? Again, so that's why I can't say we're completely plant-based, because we have the bone broth, we have collagen, but we are 100% clean. You're not going to find any chemicals. Nothing is, made, like manufactured, right? All of our products are outside of, or come out of Scottsdale, Arizona. So we are in the US, and that makes a big difference, y'all, because we don't have to put a bunch of chemicals in our products and our supplements to make them last long. We don't have a middleman, right? You want products, you want vitamins and supplements that aren't sitting on the shelf at a store, because those they have to have a long shelf life. Right. And so while we do have a good shelf life, we have a good natural shelf life, right? I mean, you don't have to get rid of your products in a week, but you don't have to have a product that's going to last a year. And that's going to be in the heat on a truck or on a ship. And then at a loading dock, and then, in the store, and then you don't know how long, right? So we don't have all these chemicals. We don't have to have them in our products. Our products are clean and they come right to you from Scottsdale, Arizona. And it's just superior. If you want to learn more about the products, there's several different ways you can talk to the person who invited you to this call. And they'll add you to a Facebook group that we have called Journey to Health and Happiness that lets you know about all the products specifically. But I just want to start also in closing to let y'all know that 85% of adults wake up tired, 53% of adults feel sluggish, and a third are struggle with being overweight. And Plexus can help you with all of that, y'all. All of that. And finally, this is the best time to start. This is the 100% best time to start. If you are on this Zoom, if you are looking at the recording, if you are spending, 30 to 40 minutes of your day with us, it is because something is telling you that you need to try this out. Something is for a reason. Something is telling you you're here for a reason, y'all, and listen to that. Okay. What's going to happen if you don't? You're going to stay exactly where you are. And you are on this call for a reason, because you are looking for some type of change. And there's nothing to lose. But there's so much to gain. So much to gain with this. And I say that it's the best time because we just started a new contest. Plexus just started a new contest to Punta Cana. So they just finished one, which is a luxury cruise to a private island. I'm super excited. My husband and I will be going on that, and lots of people on our team will be going on that cruise. And then they just announced it started September. So it started September 1. The next contest is to Punta Cana. And I like to share this. Look at this on the left, y'all, this graphic on the left. These are the levels of things that you will win. And I can't wait to see what this premium experience is, because Plexus lays out the red carpet. I mean, I'm telling you, they lay out the red carpet. And then also they like to give cash, and everyone loves cash, right? So you'll be going to an all-inclusive resort to Punta Cana, you and a guest. And then you can even win tons and tons and tons of cash, and earn, I should say, and we love that. But if you have not started Plexus yet, you are in the best spot to earn this trip, because the way it is set up, y'all, is that each time you reach your early rankings, right, or any new rankings, and rankings are based on how many people you refer, that's when you get the most credits towards this contest. So it is the best time. And even beyond the contest, this is earning potential for referrals just the month of September. And we have been helping people earn these referrals, y'all, every single month. And if you have not referred anyone to Plexus, then you literally are in the best position to not earn this cash and extra bonuses in September, but also to earn this trip to Punta Cana. And the credits, you earn credits in order to earn the trip. And in September, y'all, it's double credits. So meaning, if you're starting this month, you really, really can earn this trip with double credits. Ask anyone on here. It's a double credit month. So you want to get started now. You don't want to waste time. You want to get started right now. Okay. So what time is it, y'all? Oh, good. I did good. I went 35 minutes, right? Just a little bit over 30 minutes. I didn't want to keep y'all more than 30 minutes. But I will, let me pull up the chat too while I'm just finishing up. Okay. I don't see any questions. But y'all, if you were on this call, like I said, you were on this call for a reason. Plexus is a superior company. The products are superior products. The health testimonies you will find in Plexus are just phenomenal. And you'll get a lot of support on this team. We make it very, very simple for you to be successful. Literally the person who invited you to this call, you get started with them, and we will coach you and handhold you through the process, right? And then we'll show you how you can do it on your own. And then if you want to be more of an independent ambassador, right? And you're like, all right, okay, Ray, I got this. Just tell me what to do. Send me a little graphic, how to, tell me what to do. Or if you want your person to be on a Zoom with you every night and talking to you every day and really coaching you through it. All right, Ray, do that for me and we'll do it, right? I'm telling you, we will meet you where you want us to meet you, and we will help you get where you want to get. And this is a phenomenal, phenomenal team where you will have so much support. So I thank y'all for hopping on. The way to get started is to talk to the person who invited you to this call. A wonderful, wonderful thing about Plexus is that once you purchase your products, you can refer people. So it's not, y'all, it's not like, oh, you got to buy this $500 starter business kit, or you got to buy this $1,000 starter business kit. Because when I tried those other businesses, I had to spend way too much money, and I didn't make it back and make that money back. I didn't. And I put it on credit card, and you know who paid up the credit card off? Plexus. When I started working with Plexus, that's when I was able to pay all those credit cards off that I'd racked up on other companies. Okay. So all you do is you purchase your products. You purchase a welcome pack. Okay. And you can choose a smaller welcome pack. You can choose a larger welcome pack or combo. You choose what products, you get your products, and that's it. You can start referring people. As simple as that. There's literally no catch to it at all. There's no secret fine print. I love this company. I love, love, love this company. All right, y'all. So thank you so much for hopping on. I'll give a couple minutes if anyone has any questions, because I don't like to keep people too long. But I'm also recording, and I will share the recording so that you can share it with any of your friends. But please unmute yourself and ask any questions if you have them. All right. I guess I was thorough. So I told y'all I wouldn't keep y'all long. I just love talking about Plexus, y'all, but don't block your blessings, and don't sleep on this opportunity. Okay. So reach out to the person who invited you. Do not block your blessings. All right. All right. Thank y'all for hopping on. Everyone have a wonderful Wednesday night. Okay. Bye, y'all.
Thank you, Rhea.
Thank y'all.
Good night, everyone.